For another episode of Strategic Command, World at War, where I play the Western Allies. And a lot of progress has been made in the South Pacific here. Just about ready to capture Rabaul. I captured Bougainville, so you all thought I was going to go after Guadalcanal. No, I took care of some preliminaries here. And now when I go after Guadalcanal, I will have complete air dominance. I can use my two bombers to bomb without any interference from the Japanese bombers, due to the fact that I also captured Rabaul and Bougainville. So let's look at the economics. United States has 668 and Britain has 444. So I'm going to have to invest. And we did get some technological upgrades as far as infantry weapons. So let's go back to the other frontier. Okay, the army. Infantry weapons. I'm not going to do the mobility. I can't do anything here yet. I'm just going to hold out for now. I'm going to actually wait for these British units to approach and be able to destroy. I got to take out Tobruk. Let's see, I'm going to try to take out the Siwa Oasis first. Let's get rid of this Italian unit. Shattered, good. I took a loss here. Okay, at least I can weaken it. Then I can do an assault. Never hurts to bombard it a little bit. Put the headquarters there so I can besiege it. Tobruk is hurt pretty badly. That's pretty good. Just wonder if I can do something with the armor. All right. I may as well come back here and rather take out Tobruk the next turn. And just leave the fighters there for now. I don't really need them. Hardly have any supplies, so I'm going to just wait and then just move the American units. I don't see anything. Reinforce the British aircraft. At least get a few more here. Bring a transport. I'm also going to want to take Heraklion and Crete and Rhodes possibly. Increase these British units. Put a submarine unit over here to scout around. I don't think the Italian fleet hasn't much in it. I don't think they have that much anymore. Let's put the cruiser here. Blockade Tobruk. That way, be less supplies for that Italian unit, and I'll be able to destroy it. I don't know. Oh! Where did that one come from? Do I have any destroyers that can reach? Yeah, I got one here. Well, that did a lot of damage. I found a surprise, a sneaky little Italian submarine. Let's bring this destroyer over here. That's what the fighters are good for. All right. So that's the end of another Italian unit. I think, let's see how many the Italians have left. Two. Okay, I know one's heavily damaged and maybe they have one other ship, so pretty, yeah, the Italian fleet's done. And I'm going to be assaulting Tripoli. And then eventually I'm going to have to send some of these units back. I think the American units are going to be going back towards England, so to assist in the invasion of Europe, I have to start putting pressure, and I'm going to use the British armor and armies to go up through Italy and keep the Germans occupied there. It's more of a holding force and a gradual offensive, while the main assault's going to be coming through France. I don't see that much territory here. It's just so small, it's going to be impossible to do flanking movement. But I know there's a German U-boat somewhere in the Mediterranean. Let's go check something out here. There it is. I was gonna check out Heraklion, but okay, there's a German U-boat. Oh no. Let's keep the submarine here just in case there's an Italian ship inside the Adriatic. None of this is easy. Bring the French battleship out. All right, one more British. And there's a submarine right there. Ow. Okay, this is for the Canadians. I'm going to move this Canadian unit. I hope there's no U-boats. Okay, they're going to get ready for a D-Day operation soon. I'm still going to have to build a bunch of air units. And this British Army. The British are going to have a small role, not as large, mostly core. Okay, I do have a U-boat surrounded here. This cruiser needs to go back to a port really quickly. And Canadian transport. Is there one here? Thought that Canadian armor unit. Where was it? Oh, there it is. It's going to be a Canadian armor and a Canadian core. And good, did some damage. No damage. Oh, what did I do here? Blew that one. All right, another U-boat destroyed. And let's... And this one dove. Oh, two of them. Oh, no. Oh, did do some damage. Long as they sink, that's good. If I can trap them, that would be really nice. It's risky. I hope I don't run into anything here. Just going to go back for repairs. It is fun hunting destroyers. That is a lot of fun. Now, if they could only be in range of some of my air units, I could do some more damage on them, but... This cruiser needs to head back to Scapa. Bring this battleship out here. May be able to catch some more, but keep the home fleet up here. Okay, the British have better infantry weapons coming up. And I need to build more air units. And let's see, purchase the United States. All right, let's do... So you all thought the Battle of Midway only lasted a couple days. Well, not in this game. In this game, it's going 8 months, possibly a year. Now, what I want to do is... Let's see what I can do over here. All right, no Japanese units. I can recapture the Aleutian Islands. So this one landed. And what am I going to do over here? I'm going to move this army to Dallas. And I'm also going to move this headquarters because I want to have 3 American headquarters. Eventually, I guess I can build Patton too. What is this? I mean, the West Coast is completely open, but I don't think the Japanese are mounting any amphibious offensives in the situation they're in right now. And this is a meat grinder. Oh my. The Japanese are involved in a meat grinder against China, just as the Germans are involved in a meat grinder against the Soviet Union. So I'm just preparing, and then I'm going to launch my assault against France. And that's the whole purpose of these meat grinders, is to hold up in many units, cause casualties where they're going to have to spend resources to rebuild them while I just creep my way. And it's really interesting that it's primarily air and naval units, and I'm just steamrolling over the Japanese. I mean, this is going to cause the collapse, and this is really economic because I'm taking away ports and resource points. That's what I'm doing. And the more I take, the weaker they're going to get, and that's basically the gist of the whole thing. I really am not ready to do anything in this sector yet. Just want to bring some more air units, and I can launch more offensives. I'm just going to stay there. I don't think I really need to research mobility, but once I get mobility in India, it's going to help to launch the attack, possibly logistics too. Oh, we got an amphibious invasion going. Let's go this way. You can guess where I'm going to try to land. Just putting him to good use, that's all. I do have some more Commonwealth units here, but I don't see myself really using them. One German U-boat in the Mediterranean. Fortunately, the destroyer has been crippled. And okay, I'm going to upgrade the U.S. units. I don't think mobility is really that important in France and all that. Not yet. Got to spend my money on other things because mobility is very expensive. We can transport these a little bit later. I want better units. All right, let's look at the purchasing. I need bombers, air. Get one fighter. I think I have enough fighters. I can transfer a fighter from Hawaii. I need bombers, and I need armies. More bombers. Just the ground attack weapons are weak. Let's take a look at the research first. I am researching ground attack weapons, so that's gonna just make sure I haven't wasted any money here. Okay, 2 out of 2. All right, I was able to reclaim a research chit, so that's given me a little more money, and advanced fighters. Got mobility. Okay, long range weapons and ground attack weapons. I got that, so. All these eventually are gonna come back. And let's do some purchases now. Tactical bomber, and I got 219 left. Let's see. Let's purchase another Marine unit. And then eventually I can give better infantry weapons to my Marines. But that won't be necessary at this point because they're all done the turn. So I pretty much purchased everything for the United States and Great Britain. Australia. Purchased a special force unit. And transport this Canadian headquarters. So I got the Canadian Army ready to go. Doesn't hurt to upgrade when I do have a few bucks left. This is Anderson. Do I even have, well, I do have Montgomery down here. Yeah, Ritchie and Montgomery here. Gonna eventually need another headquarters, but it's pretty much everything I can spend. Let's see, any operations I've missed? I doubt it. Tobruk is under siege. And the Siwa Oasis is going to fall. They're low on supply. My bombers are just going to do a job on them. And did I miss any other transports? No. Got the South Africans moving. I got the Australian moving. I do need to do some operations over here. I need to... Oh, there's a destroyer. I took some damage. Let's put the submarine up here. Go, get out. there goes air unit. Carriers are going to go back to replenish. I stay over here. I'm going to investigate what there is, because eventually what I want to do is I would love to capture any WWII and put an air unit right here, and that way I could see any Japanese ships coming by and have my maritime unit actually attack it. That would be the nice thing. All right, they're going to replenish in Pearl Harbor. I did sink another destroyer, which is good. There's a couple more Japanese ships here I can hunt down. All right, I think that's everything. What can I do over here? Australian unit's going to support. I want to keep the headquarters. I got 2 more turns till this one can do any invasions. All right, it's the AI's turn. Our Soviet China AI turn. Let's do it. Just don't do stupid suicide attacks. They're just not doing well at all in their attacks. They're not. Oh. They just don't have the ability to shoot twice yet, obviously. Building everything in the Caucasus, but I mean, they're not going to be able to advance that fast. You gotta be kidding me. All right, Axie's turn. They're bringing up a lot of units towards Moscow. It's good that the submarines are running into destroyers. Ouch. wasn't good. It wasn't good that this city fell. There goes Vizhny. I'm going to have to attack France as soon as possible. I need to get all those units ready, and Russia needs help. They do need help really badly. Why'd he put a headquarters right there? That's stupid. God, Kuibi Chef Perm. I mean, a German tank unit, armored unit can just press right through. It's going to be difficult. They need to be able to get that armored warfare quickly where they could shoot twice and get infantry weapons. That's the only thing. See, there's a gap right there. Yeah, that was not a good turn for the Soviets. I mean, they haven't taken the Caucasus, but they could advance right through the Urals. The Russians don't have anything there, and then it's just a matter of time before Annapolis, the Canadians, got destroyed. Right, Eisenhower headquarters. All right. I got some more units. Gonna be going towards Europe. And you bastard. Ah! This is so annoying. Oh, not again. get one more shot at him, maybe. Let's move over here. Maybe do I have a... No! It's not letting me destroy it. Oh, yeah, it did. Thank you. Oh, I was mad. That would have made me mad. Let's get this unit here. Infantry, anti-aircraft. Get the Canadians. And send some more U.S. units here. And I got to prepare, and then build a bunch of air units, and then prepare for some kind of an invasion in France. Just so that the German units are preoccupied. I did see a German destroyer somewhere. And of course he has to hide in the rain. Walking in the rain. Send a couple battleships out. Go hunt for it. Help this cruiser out. Keep the Battle of the Atlantic going, and you are going into Liverpool. Alright, so another U-boat got sunk. This is good. And now the battle for North Africa. Of course, it's not going to let me use air units. So I guess I'm going to have to use the air units in the Siwa. And the Germans have capitulated in the Siwa Oasis. Oh, Tobruk fell so easily. Well, that's done. Okay, Tobruk has fallen. Let's upgrade infantry weapons. Bring the headquarters up. Doesn't look like this Italian unit is really resisting fiercely too much. Get back on track. And it looks like the Italian campaign is going to be wrapped up pretty soon. Mobility, no, let's oh, that's a full strength. Full strength. damage it. Alright, there is a guy in Heraklion. I'm going to take a chance here. Oh, there is interceptors. One more time. Okay, took a hit. But now I can bring in the American carrier. And didn't do anything. Wonder if that would do anything. Yes, I did do damage. Let's bring in another destroyer. Did nothing. I think I pretty much brought everything I wanted to from the Mediterranean. I was going to go for anti-submarine duty. Well, I couldn't get that German U-boat. Tobruk fell very easily. I mean, I expected more resistance, but it didn't get any. All right, let's jump to this theater here, and it is wet. Well, I captured Kupang, but I don't know this. I don't know if marine tanks are going to be adequate for this operation. Get these guys ready to invade Guadalcanal. And Rabal has fallen. I got the Australian going. Right, those are captured, and now I'm going to assault Guadalcanal. There was absolutely no activity in this part. Let's keep on exploring. I'm looking for ships. No shipping there. It's a garrison. Oh, there is shipping here. And we do have a... Oh, there's the Akagi. Get a submarine founder. Let's reinforce the aircraft. Now, what is the weather like? This could be dangerous. Where are the interceptors coming from? Okay, hit that one. Let's do it again. Oh, I sunk the Akagi. Let's retreat. I do have enough. Yeah, I'm not doing any damage to the air unit. So I'm going to have to... Well, at least I know right now where I can amphibiously invade. Let's move the battleship. Oh no. Okay, there's a special forces unit here. Majuro has nothing. Put some anti-submarine here. Don't want to get too cocky here, but I did get rid of that carrier. That is a good morale booster. I know what there is. There's stay up here. Put the destroyer right there. That protects. Got protection for my convoys. And I'm going to be invading Guadalcanal next. Yeah, they always take a beating. They always take a beating, so it's not good to attack ports. This one's returning towards Australia. I captured one of the Aleutians. And let's take a good look here. I think the Japanese Navy just pretty much took a real beating. I'm getting a little bold, but got to. Gonna have to mop up Africa and then start invading, moving up all the fighters and the bombers and start invading Sicily and Italy with the British. And these American units are going to go back towards Europe, and they are going to get ready for launching operations in France, relieve the pressure off of Russia. It's good here. It's really not much but naval maneuvers that I can do. Okay, this cruiser needs to go for repairs here. Still going to keep a blockade here because I know the German U-boats are going to try to come by. Is that, yeah, that Vigo is a German, that's a German port they can go into. Vigo, anywhere in the Bay of Biscay. Once I invade, then I can take that ability away from the Germans, but I gotta get ready for Normandy soon. Fortunately, I can't quite reach. Aha! He is there. Okay. That's what I was afraid of. Okay, these American ships can start moving towards, start deploying them towards the Pacific. I don't know what I'm going to do with the Ranger. I may put them back out in the Atlantic to hunt for U-boats, but they would also be very, very valuable to assist air support against Burma with the Japanese, I think. So I'm going to have to decide. Oh, if I could take this thing out and bomb it in port, it would be good. Well, I can harry the fighter. Can do some damage to that one. I may want to invade Heraklion. I'm going to have a couple, these two units I'm going to use for Greece, and everything else is going to be towards assaulting Italy, Sicily and Italy, and try to knock the Italians out of the war as soon as possible. But I did recapture the bloody Siwa Oasis, and moving towards Tripoli, and we'll have ejected the Axis from North Africa. But time is of the essence because I don't think the Soviets are doing well at all. This is just right here. Boom, Kazan, Perm, Kuibyshev, and then just grind your way to Moscow, and that could be the end. I don't know if they're going to go north. I mean, the Soviets, they're going to have to develop some kind of technology real fast, because this is not a good situation. And they got so many units here. I mean, unless they launch a major counteroffensive towards Rostov and hit these units in the flank, I don't see anything happening. But there are 2 units that have been cut off. But I don't think that's enough. All right, purchase for the United States. See what I'm producing. Airborne units, special forces. I got bombers. I can get another fighter, but that's going to take a while. Let's do purchase a medium bomber. So we have plenty of air units. British are pretty much maxed out in their tactical bombers. I'm going to try to save money for them. Let's look at India. Let's look at research. I mean, are they gonna... They do have armored warfare. Infantry warfare. Armored warfare mobility. It's going to have to do something to improve these units. Because I don't think they can really do anything at this point. And the supply is so bad. This is disappointing. I may have to transfer air units to bombard this one and take Dili after I capture Guadalcanal, Cocoon. There's just so much I need to do, but I just cannot do everything at once. I just stay right there. It's just limited resources, and the situation is getting dire. I'm going to operate another American fighter. So I'm going to have two fighters over here. To counter the German fighters, but because I'm going to have a lot of bombers, but it's not. Put a battleship here. This is just, I know the Germans got 2 or 3 fighters along this front. And I just need so much I need. Really, 1944 is the ideal time to invade, but I don't have the luxury really to wait that long. I got to divert units from the Soviet Union. This is getting critical. I'm going to move this French unit towards Algiers. That's pretty much everything I did for spending. And save that money for the British. Unless I can... No, I can't purchase any other units right now. Just make sure this is everything I want to do. I did the Battle of the Atlantic. There's a bunch of U-boats up here too. There's a New Zealand unit. Let's get this one involved. Okay, this is important just in case the Marines aren't able to capture this here in the first turn, but I'm going to have a headquarters unit at least to be able to give them supply, extra supply, I guess. Once again, I think that's it for this turn. I don't know what kind of strategy this is, just shuffling units in the Caucasus. This is terrible. I just cannot make a dent in these German units. Oh, they destroyed an Axis unit. Isn't that a miracle? What is he doing, this idiot? He's got 2 shots. Why didn't he fire on that Soviet unit? This AI is so stupid. All this one. Good research. Now the Soviets are probably going to lose that army unit. Why didn't he just advance and stupid AI does some stupid things even under close combat conditions. Aggravating how poorly it's fighting the Russian front. Look at it. Once the weather turns nice, the Germans are just going to advance like crazy. Well, there's another destroyer to get rid of. Thank you. I didn't like that. Oh, I may be able to hunt 2 U-boats in Vigo. Oh, thank good. I was worried about that. See? There goes another. There goes that cavalry unit. Of course. They're going to surround Moscow. There goes another unit. Stupid AI. They're going to lose Stalin. That whole southern front's going to collapse. Once again, Leningrad is cut off. Stupid. If Moscow collapses. Okay, good. I got so many units that I don't know if Russia can hold. This is just way too much power. I'm really pessimistic about the Soviet ability to hold on. I mean, this is. That's why I played it this way, to make it challenging, because this game would be so easy without the stress that I have trying to keep the Russians and possibly even the Chinese alive. I knew the Soviet Union was going to be a problem. Of course, they got everything. Okay, UK paratroopers are ready, so I'm going to add some extra. And now, before I end this episode, let's do one little campaign here. Gonna move the bombers here, just in case. All right, weaken that unit, and then next turn I'll have bombers to dive them. At least I got a headquarters supporting them. All right, so the Battle of Guadalcanal is commencing. Let's upgrade the infantry weapons of these special forces. And I may as well take Lorengau. I don't think there's anything there. Let's take a quick look. Nope, there's nothing. Let's keep on staying there. And the bombers are going to assist in capturing Kukun. And then I think I'm going to transfer some bomber units over here. You're going to go and I captured Fort Blair. So that's where that South African unit was heading to. And yeah, I'm really disappointed about the performance of the Soviets here. So it's making things a little bit more difficult. But the Battle of the Solomon Islands is going to be concluding very quickly. And I'll be able to commence on some more operations. Sarong, Lorengo, and Atepe. I'm going to take all these areas. So then there's going to be no places for the Japanese to base any aircraft. So I'm going to have that whole island chain captured. Then I can continue on possibly towards Nauru and start with some fresh new marine units. Start invading all these islands here and start pushing inland. Okay, so I think it's a good time to leave this episode now, and until next time, thank you for watching.